So, as you guys know, I've been showing you guys these bars. Let me just now the I'm gonna explain it. So this is the smoky campfire. This is the mango butter. I was showing you guys the herbs and everything. Here you can really see it when I open it up. You see like the herbs in there and stuff, or you see like the dots in there. Okay, you see the dots in there, YouTube. Like you see it. Okay, this is the outside. Okay, this is really soft. This is nice and soft. It's cool, right? But it's saturated with the oils and the herbs. Okay, cool. So when I make this, I may actually I think the smoky campfire one is cool. Like the smoky campfire one is super soft. So this one's not a problem. I just have to this one's not an issue. So, because I made a new batch today, as you can see, you see the herbs. Not so well. I mean, you see it, but not so much when I like the other one, right? Um, Not saying I didn't know how to make it. Hey, what's up, sis? Not saying I didn't know how to make it. It's just I didn't want it to be hard, but the mango butter is super soft, so that one's not a problem. Okay, the herbal cocoa bar. Now I added the new batch in there because I made a lot, but if you guys can see, oh, the I'm gonna try to show you guys. Do you guys see like the herbs? I've been using it a lot, but like, can you don't mind this part? This is all new right here, but like the what you call it, the specks, like the herbs and stuff like that. Okay, so you can really see it right here. So you see like the specks and the herbs and everything on the side. Okay, do you see that? That's hitting better. Like the little specks. Okay, so that was the first batch. This is what I made today. You can't even see anything. Why it came out like this? Because you see how much thicker, like it even feels, this feels so much heavier than this one. And I mean, this one is really packed. I mean, I packed it. I'm really not going to pack it that much because when it's in the truck, like getting delivered to you guys, I don't, it's going to melt just a little bit. And I don't want it to start, even though this is a seal proof lid, I don't want it to like spill. And then like when you open it up, it like starts to drip, like I just don't want that. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it like right here. So I packed it a lot. But do you notice how there's not a lot of herbs in there? I mean, there's specks, but it's mostly just the butter, right? It's mostly just the butter. Now, this is barely any oil that I put in here, but it's super soft. Now I'm not gonna put my finger all up in it because I'm gonna sell this one, but it's super soft, right? Versus the other one, it's harder. Okay, this is the new. See how it's hardball, but that's the new one. Okay, so this is the old. So I'm touching the old part, and this is the one that I've been showing you guys. Okay, so this is hardball. YouTube, you can see it good. Um, this is the hardball, right? You would really look. Nothing came up. It's hard. You would have to like press on it. See now, you see it came up just to get it. Okay, that didn't bother me because I'll put it in my hands like this, rub my hands together, and you can already see it's already melting, right? It's already melting, right? Because it instantly melts in your hand because of the heat, right? Okay, now I'm not going to touch this one because I'm going to sell this one. But if I just graze it, I already touched it before. It's super light. Mind you, this is less oil, less grapeseed, less olive oil, and coconut. There's herbs in there. All my bars have herbs. It's just you can't see it like this one. This one has the herbs in here. They both have herbs, but this one is where you can see the herbs See this one where you can see the herbs is heavy in oil. Heavy, right? Heavy, heavy. I mean, I won't, let me not exaggerate, but it's heavy. So, my question is to you guys, would you prefer a little hard ball and you would have to put more pressure, rub it in, and get, oil on your hands and then put it on your hair? Or would you want, still has herbs, but it's softer? So all you gotta do is just like put your finger in it, boom. For me, I like seeing the herbs, right? I like, and let me just show you guys the difference. I mean, YouTube, you could really see it. Boom. You see that? You could really see that. Let me see if I can. Oh, Instagram, boom. You guys see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Heavy. And mind you, I didn't pour all of the herbs in here. So that's why it's not saturated like this. But if if you guys prefer to have it more hardball, it's still gonna melt just a little bit, but with the heat and everything. But if you guys like the hardball and you want to put a little pressure, you can. Or if you want to, if you guys like the hardball and you would have to work a little bit more to, get it out, put that pressure on it, put that pressure, scoop it, and then it's, hard, put it on your hands and then you work it versus this being more softer. Now, see, still touching it, it's still super freaking soft. Now I'm gonna touch it again tomorrow, but I'm just glazily touching it. And yeah, my hands are clean, but I don't want to just put my finger all over it, but I'm just glazing the top and it's super versus this, it feels rougher. Just and the reason why you guys are probably like, well, why would you show us that? It's the only reason is because this was this was it has a lot of herbs in there and you can see the herbs. This is how standard people sell their hair bars. And like I said, this one is super more heavy, but this one is really packed versus this one. So that's another reason too. And you guys can see the difference. Well, this is really no, that's not really a good example, but it's super packed. And I'm like I said, I'm not gonna have it packed like that. That's way too much, way too packed. Now I did say I was gonna sell this, so whoever does get this, you're gonna have a lot, but hopefully it doesn't spill on you. Um, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. But I'm not gonna pack it this. So whoever gets this, I'm not gonna pack it like this the next time. I'm not. It was just too much. This was just leftover that I had. And also too, another thing is that I noticed that when I was making it with lesser oil, it got harder faster. So I did have to put a little bit more oil, but it just I don't know. I just want to know like what, because for me, I this for me now it still has that cocoa smell, so which is good. But because it's not really the herbs that give it that smell, it's the actual butter itself. Um it's just for me, this is what really showing you guys like the original, like the herbs, the hardball. This is what really was a game changer for me. This is really where it's at. Um so and I haven't made the kokum butter. That one is another one that's, and this the kokum butter is the Genesis Herbal Garden. So that's another one that is um hardball. See that? Like I would see that it doesn't come up, right? It doesn't look at that. Like if you touch it, it doesn't come up. You would have to put a little bit of pressure. But you could actually see the herbs. I mean, you could see the specks of the herbs in there. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can actually see. Hold on, I may have to flip you guys. See, there it is. So you see the actual specs of the herb. Um, YouTube, y'all got a good lighting. See, you see the specs in there, but it's hard. But it's hard. See, so you'd have to put that pressure again. You'd have to put that pressure. See you moving. You would have to put that pressure, and then scoop it up. Same. See what I was showing YouTube. You would have to put that pressure. See it moving. You would have to put that pressure on it. Um, but you see the herbs. Now, of course, some of you guys are probably like, why are you asking us this? Like, because I'm okay with hardball. You may not. You guys are the ones buying. You guys will be the ones buying it. You guys, like, I can't just be like, well, I like it hard. Like, I can't use that as a reason to sell my product and be like, well, this is how you guys want to get it because I like it hard. Like, no, I want it to be where you guys are okay and comfortable with using it because obviously if it's too hard, you guys will go somewhere else, right? Okay. So see, I noticed that. But you see how it just melted right in. That's one good thing I love about my hair bars. So the smoky campfire is cool. And this one too, whoever gets this one, you smell the smokiness, but it's not as strong like the original. So I just gotta drop a little bit more cloves in there, but it's cool. Yeah, so just let me know what you guys which ones you guys prefer. Again, it's the heavier hair bar with the oils, and you can actually see the herbs, the little specks in there, or you want lighter oil where it's going to be lighter to the touch. I am going to try touching it tomorrow, but I'm just already touching it right now, and I can already tell you right now that it's lighter. Like it's so much lighter. It's so much softer. It's so much softer than because this is already set, right? Versus this one, when it sets, it got hard, like hard. And honestly, this right here is what I was used to because the smoky campfire, when I first made it, the smoky campfire and the herbal cocoa bar were both the softest that I had. The herbal cocoa bar was fluffy, and the smoky campfire was fluffy, and the herbal cocoa bar was soft. So this texture is what I'm used to. When I made it this time to put it in here, when it came out hard like this, I was like, wow, I'm not used to that. But I like the fact that you could see the herbs, right? That's what really made me. But so, I mean, there's like different. And also, when it was like more fluffier, I had it in these jars. So it was the 8-ounce jars like this. This is the glass. This was 4 ounces, but I have an 8-ounce. Let me show you guys the 8-ounce. This is what I was going to sell it actually in originally. I was going to put them in here. And these were the glass 8-ounce jars that I was going to sell originally. But I'm like, no, because you guys can have this in the bathroom. You guys can have kids and it could fall and break. And then, so. But yeah, so just let me know what you guys think. I want your honest opinion. If you're like, does it really matter? For me, I mean, and then it's like another thing too is like because these are 8 ounces, like it's requiring a lot more butter. So I feel like starting off with my Etsy shop, I may drop the quantity from 6 to like 3. I may drop it from like 6 to 3 starting off. Because um yeah, I didn't realize I I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, oh, I'll just make it when you guys order it, right? God was like, no, you need to start making those hair butters now. So I'm so happy I started because this right here took like this took 8 ounces of the hair bar. Now I do have a 16 ounce. Like I bought the 16 ounce, like the 1 pound, thinking that was going to be enough, but no. And another thing too, to save, I was going to, instead of doing 8 ounces, do 4 ounces. But I'm like, okay, I definitely don't want to do 4 ounces when, like who wants to do 4 ounces? Because okay, so for these, it's 35. It's 35 for these. So the 4 ounces, I would do what, 25? Like, like I don't want to do that. So it's like, yeah, and it's just, but, and I just want to come on here and be transparent. Like, I don't want to, um, like, I want to be transparent. I don't want to bamboozle you guys. I want to let you guys know what you're paying for. Um, and for me, it's like, I don't have a problem with ordering more butter. Um, I just want to do what makes sense. And honestly, for me, I just feel like, I don't know, like I feel like I want to have options where you can choose the light butter, or you can choose the softer butter, or you can go for the more of a hard ball. Like if your hair is a lot thicker, you can get it a little bit more harder. Um, but I mean, it's honestly, that's not really going to do anything because, like, it's not really gonna. It's just it's just the thickness of it. Like, so it's just, I guess, I don't know, because it still will penetrate your hair the same. It's just when it's heavier with oils, it's just gonna be more harder. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm just like, just let me know what y'all think of it, because like I definitely don't want to send you guys some looking like this with the herbs, right? And then you get another package and it starts looking like this. You're gonna be like, what? That's inconsistent. Like, you know. So honestly, I don't know, because this is looking like everybody else's. This is exactly how everybody else's. But you know what? To be really transparent, I understand why it looks like that, because like I said, the more oil that you, it's not about the herbs. Like I can, but see, it's like when I add the herbs in there, I add it with the oil. So if I was to pour the whole thing in, and that's what I did with this, I poured the whole thing in. That's why it's so hardball, right? And I use olive oil, I use grapeseed oil, and a little bit of coconut. So that's why it's like saturated. That's why you can really see like the herbs, because I poured it all into one bar versus scaling back, because they were like, if you want it to be more fluffier, just use less oil. So that's what I did with this one. But of course, with the less oil, you're not going to see that much herbs, even though it's in here. It's just covered up by mostly you know, the hair bar, the cocoa butter. So, and it's not right that I use something like this and my hair is getting how it's getting, because it's because of the heavy on the herbs, heavy on that. Because it's like the fact that you can barely see the fact that you can barely see the herbs in here shows that there's more cocoa butter than there is herbs, versus this one you can see that it's a balance. um, so honestly, dang y'all, I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I kind of I just I don't, I'm just kind of going with this, with the original, like the where you can see the specs. Like this is where it's at for me. This is where it's at for me. And I ordered more of these jars because of this right here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna saturate the smoky campfire. So this one's gonna be saturated. Because this is also light too, but you can see the specks in here more. You could definitely see the specks in here more than you can with this one. I mean, for sure. But oh, I didn't. Sorry, YouTube. I didn't show you guys. So you could definitely see it, but it's just not as. It's just not as like heavy like this one. See, it's like you can see the difference. It's just not as heavy. So, I think I know what I want to do. But I just for me, I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but for me to set me apart, it's just going to be this. Because even if you were like even if it is hardball, like you put that you put that pressure and you see it. I just want okay, you see that how it broke? Okay. Now you see it's on my finger, right? Put it in your hands, right? And see it's in your hands. Look at that. And you could already start putting it in your hair strand. Like look. See, look at that. And look at this. Putting that pressure on your hair. Look at that. So it look so that's why I just y'all, I think I know what I'm gonna do. And it's just gonna be different. It's honestly gonna be different. Now, okay, because there's gonna be people that got overrated. Like say you got like arthritis in your fingers, you know what I'm saying? For all my heavy handed people, this is gonna be no problem for you. Um God, this is so much softer. I just put a little pressure on this one, man. Okay. Y'all see, look at that. Just it's so much. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's so much lighter. I probably won't sell this one. Unless you're like, no, I'll take it. Like I said, my hands are clean. I wash my hands. It's not with soap. When I get done, like okay, so when I make the smoky campfire with the mango butter, I wash my dishes and I wash my hands every single time I leave the stove. Constantly washing my hands. They're honestly ashy. Um, so yeah, hands are clean. But again, I wouldn't want people digging all up in my stuff that they're gonna send me. Like I wouldn't want that. But just know my hands are clean. But and it's like I didn't even like scoop it and I spread it out. So it's like if you were to buy from me, it's just oh god, and I'm like, okay, some of you guys are like, just do both. And it's like, okay, cool, yeah, I could do both. Um, but then that's like, okay, like I could do both. I could just do both. You know what? I'll probably just do both for I'll probably just do both for I'll do that. I'll do three. I'll do three of the heavy oil ones and then I'll do three of the light ones. Thank you. See, this is why we're on here. So I'll do three of the light oiled and I'll do three of the heavy oiled. And I wouldn't make it like a option. I'll just make it its own listing. Now I'm talking like so when you make an Etsy shop, they have listings like so the different stuff. So my hair bars I'll have so I'll call it the heavy oil. Um well no, I want to call it that. Well yeah, I'll call it like yeah, heavy oil. Um and then I'll have a lightly oiled. And then or no, like I'll put because it has nothing to really well, that has nothing to do. So it's like I'll call it like the thicker texture and then I'll have like a softer texture. Um But I am the only one that's gonna stay the same is the smoky campfire. So that's the only one that's not gonna be, because that's soft. And you guys are like, how do let's show us. Like, look, it's soft. See, it's soft. I just, you know, it's soft. So I'm not gonna worry about that one. So yeah. So I mean, I will sell this one because I already made it. It smells so good. So I will sell this, um, and um, I would honestly. So this one is a lightly oiled. I will put this also. I'll put the lightly oiled one because I want to make this one a little cheaper. But no, because this is a lightly oiled. So I'm gonna keep it as a lightly oiled, and that's what's gonna happen. And then this is lightly oiled, heavily oiled, and then yeah. So that's what I'll do. So I'm gonna have to make some edits. So with that being said, so I have so I'm gonna make three of it. So I got so far I have two of the smoky. I have oh, let me show you something on here. Let me show you guys also the 7.8 ounces as well. Since I'm on here. So this is the 7.8 ounces. I made these today. Again, like I said, I'm no longer selling these. So after these sell out, it's a wrap. These are for 25. I may even bump it down to 20. But so because you guys know I'm selling the 8 ounces. Um, so um so I got this is 7.8. So this one is the herbal cocoa bar one. I made this one today. These are super cool. So this is what the 7.8 looks like. And this one is the oh, they're both. Where's the smoky one at? Oh, I didn't go far enough. Okay. So this is the smoky campfire. This is a smoky campfire. 7.8. So this is what it looks like. 7.8. This is the mock label until I actually label these. I'm just gonna wipe them off with alcohol, rubbing alcohol because it's, of course I did it today, so it has the oil on there. But yeah, this is a 7.8 filled all the way up to the top. These were no problem to make, no problem. So those are that. So yeah, so my shop probably will be pushed back now until Wednesday, Thursday instead of Tuesday, Wednesday. So again, I'm gonna keep that like that. So we have the lightly oil that I'm gonna do, and then we got the herbal cocoa bar heavy oil. So I will be putting the heavy one, and this is the one where you can actually see the herbs. Where you can actually see the herbs. And then you got the I mean, I don't even need to do a lot because you could just totally see the difference. Like, look at that. I mean, you could totally like see the difference. I mean, come on. You could totally. Okay. So yeah, so I'll do 3 of the heavy oil ones and then I'll do 3 of the not so. So I got one down. Um and I got 2 of the smoky ones. So this one is not so what you call it, but I mean you can still see it, but so I got 2 of the lightly for the smoky, so I just need to make one more. And then I got one down, so I just need to make 2 more. And then I got so yeah, I'm gonna do 3 of the so I'm gonna do 3 of the lightly oil, 3 of the heavy, and then yeah, I'm gonna be doing my hair, so I'm done. All right, I've been on here for 30 minutes, so that's what we doing. That's what we doing, y'all. That's what we doing. And I'm just gonna have 3 on the site. So I'm just gonna split them up. So I'm just gonna have 3 on the site. Oh my gosh. I was saying that I wanted to do um 3 with the oh, you know what? That's right. Okay, so so that's right, because I was gonna do 3 because I was gonna do 3 of the smoky campfire with all of the oils and then with just the grapeseed for those that have an allergy. The herbal cocoa bar, obviously, it's made with coca and the kokum, so it's like you just can't buy it. But I'm gonna do a lightly oiled and a heavily oiled. So yeah, I'm just gonna figure it out. Not figure it out, but I'm just gonna just do it, and then, like I said, next week it may be pushed back to either Thursday or Friday. So I will let you guys know. Um, the prices would not change if you have a lightly oiled or a heavily oiled; they'll still be 35. So you guys don't have to worry about that. Free shipping over 35. Bada bing, bada boom. Sales tax, I'm not quite sure. You most likely would have to pay sales tax. I think I do have it to where it's hooked up to where you gotta pay sales tax, but that's about it. So if it's 35, sales tax will probably be like, depends on where you're at. I don't know how much sales tax will be, but the shipping and handling is for free. So, but thanks you guys for joining me. We just figured it out. And the Holy Spirit just let me know how we're going to do this thing. And also, you guys help me out too and let me know what you guys just telling me to do both. Like, just do both. Like, because for me, I can't, I don't like to choose. Like, I'm like, just give me both. Like, give me both. And there is no refund. So if you do get the hardball because you're like, I'm not, I like the hers, then there's no refunds. But yeah, so just, and I will make sure I go live on both of them, or I will make sure I go live and talk about both of them. But, and like I said, it's more, yeah, it's more of a thicker texture. So you're going to have to really press on it. And I'm going to make that a note as well. So let me get to, actually, I'm going to do that tomorrow because y'all, it's 6:30, 6:30 in Cali. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm hot. And this was a lot. And I need to figure this out. Not figure it out, but I need to get it done because I'm opening up this shop next week. So like I said, there's only 3 quantities, so 3 of everything. Um, Even the oils, so 3 of everything. I think one of them only has 2, but it's going to be 3 of everything because I'm. But they're already going to be made, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm constantly going to be ordering and making. So all y'all got to do is just boom, I want this, boom, I want this, and it's already going to be made for y'all. But yes. So thank y'all for joining me. Whew. Y'all have a good night. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Instagram.